Hi everyone, I'm Dave from Sydney, Australia. I've got Norm on board here. He's from the US. We're involved with something really, really incredible. We're just doing an update video to keep everyone updated on the latest. I've not been punched in the face. I've got an eye infection, so if you're wondering about that. Um, just to introduce myself, I'm a retired maths teacher, 59 years old. I've been involved with the company for 4 years, the one we're going to talk about. To cut a long story short, I might as well just go straight to my, where are we? I'm going to go straight to my notes. All right, so it's a trivia game. We call it a sports game because they've started with soccer. Soccer's a $5 billion fan base. That's why they started with soccer, and that's our first game. So soccer fans pay to play the game, and they can win cash prizes. And as that happens, uh, us creators who have the assets, we earn every minute 24/7. Personally, I've been getting paid XRP for about the last 3 years. That's been in the app stores for a couple of years. The metrics are really good. We know this thing is going to be incredible. The virality's proven. Each person who's involved invites 8 of their friends on average per month. We know that people are going to play the game. At the moment, the average is 3 hours per day for the people playing it. Massive news came in February. We've got a full partnership with TikTok that opens up the Chinese market, 350 million fans, and the e-commerce sector, which is a $1 trillion industry. TikTok has got 27 developers focused on pushing this out to the world, and some of the AI that they're producing, the videos and all the other stuff. And the AI inside the game is absolutely next level. No one can beat the Chinese. Super One has been recently described by the owner as an AI-driven fan engagement company. Fan engagement, the reason they call it that is because the soccer fans and NFL fans, NBA fans around the world, they can't really interact with their stars. They can go on their social media and hit like, but that's not really interacting. With this, they can actually interact with the stars and the clubs. And the first star that's coming out is got a digital twin that's been developed through AI. It's extremely lifelike to the nearest millimeter. And when he's not on the platform, his AI twin is going to be interacting with the fans. Pilot game has been running for over a year. There's 50 clubs plus football clubs on board, the big clubs, your Barcelona's, Manchester, Real Madrid, all the big clubs. It's available in 50 languages. We know this thing's going to work because the engagement, retention, virality, monetization rates have been validated. Top 20% of game players average 3 hours, as I said. 20% of players pay to play. So $100 per year per player is, we think, a conservative estimate. Ad views, advertising is going to be huge in this. And the top 20% are referring one person per day on average. All of those AI metrics prove this thing is going to be an absolute hit. There's going to be $1 million game involved in this. I'll get to that shortly. When that happens, every single person on TikTok is going to be shown that as a priority. There's 2 billion people on TikTok. So the partnership with TikTok is going to be huge. It's going to give this thing global coverage. We've got Amazon Web Services doing our server stuff. The basis behind it, as a creator, we buy the assets. The fans over there in the red, they pay between $1 and $100 per week, and that opens up the prize money. They can also get little collectibles on the way. There will be $1 million game per week, and during the week there'll be $1 million worth of prizes, and various prizes will be opened up to various levels. In the green, the first purchase for us as creators is a creator pack. We recommend the 500 minimum as a first purchase. At the moment, you're getting about 950 tokens. They're crypto tokens. They're going to be listed in the coming months. The minimum they're going to list at is $1. So already, if you consider that, you've got a profit. We are expecting that token price to go past $10, actually past $100. They're predicting this to be a top 5 token, up there with your Bitcoins and Ethereums. So later on in the year, we'll be able to do something with them, buy them, sell them, swap them. And there's going to be a really, really great upside with those. The NFTs that you also get as assets include advertising, cards, and towers. Advertising could possibly be the biggest one. It's a $600 billion industry. And if you own an NFT, which is basically a code, you get a slice of the advertising dollar. The next purchase after that is what's called a fan pack. Now, anyone who's been in affiliate marketing knows you can have a tree with people on your first level, second level, third level, etc. For a $500 purchase, you can go higher. They're going to place 50 soccer fans in your level 1. They will introduce their friends and their friends and their friends. They expect that to go 100-fold in year 1. So your 50 fans should grow to 5,000 within a year. Anytime those fans pay, that could be to buy merchandise, could be to buy a creator pack, could be to spend money in the game, we earn because they're in our affiliate tree. The money to be made in the fans is quite exceptional.
I'll show you. Can I ask a question there on that?
Sure.
So when fans come in on your first level, in that example with a fan pack of 50, and they tell their friends, how far does that go? How many levels down? If they tell their friends, tell their friends, and tell their friends.
Well, it could be infinite over time. Obviously, the longer this goes, the more layers, more levels will be opened. But if there's a person on level 7, they tell 3 people. You've got 3 people on your level 8, and then they invite people. So yeah, could be infinite. Who knows? Who knows how deep it's going to go? But the prediction is for every fan in 1 year, you'll have 100 people. So that's why I put 50 times 100, 5,000 in your tree, starting with 50 on level 1. But the long story short, we earn as they spend. The creator pack, the first purchase, the potential there, the $500, the first one in yellow, assuming that the token gets to $50, the right-hand side there, 53,000 return. That could be conservative. That's without the advertising. So there are other levels, and if you want more information on that, you can talk to someone later. The token listing is, as I said, later on in the year, minimum $1. It's a utility token. There are staking bonuses. That's slightly complicated. Think about that as like simple interest. You get extra tokens for holding them. Now, like any affiliate project, the bonuses, or they're shown there, they vary between 20% and 10%, and most of it's paid in XRP, which is a crypto token for the newbies, and some of it's in their super token. I'm going to show my ledger. A second. Can you see that, Norm, my ledger?
Yes, I can.
All right, $299. So the first level there is my Super One account. I'm going to click on the first one. This is my crypto wallet. It's called a ledger. And you can see underneath there, these are all recent payments. Some small, $16, $9, less than a cent. They vary. Could be 3 cents, 9 cents. But this is just show you that we are getting paid. And that goes on and on and on, page after page for 3 years. Back to my document. Can you see my document again, Norm?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So fan calculator in the back office. For a $500 fan pack, the estimate's based on the 50 fans, growing and growing and growing. There's 2 numbers there, 10,000 and 655,000. We think it's going to be somewhere in between. Now, depending on the virality, how quickly this thing spreads, I personally think it could be towards the top end there, but I'll show you shortly how that calculator works. We'll come back to that. But I don't know anywhere else where you can turn $500 into those sort of numbers. Why? because there's so many soccer fans, and we know that they're going to start spending money. Another calculator that you can look up is star.super.one. And this example here is based on 1,000 fans. You will have to spend a little bit of money yourself or get people to join under you. But again, the numbers there, 207,000, 13 million, somewhere in between. The numbers are absolutely incredible. I've got a video to show you a bit later. Now, the bonuses in this platform are absolutely insane. 100% matching bonus applies to your level 1. So what does that mean? There's Dave. Norma's on my level 1. If Norm was to spend $500 on a fan pack, for example, he will be awarded 50 fans. Because I introduced him, I will be also awarded 50 fans. For those people who were in earlier and have star packs, you have multipliers, you will have bigger numbers than that. Star packs are ending. So the matching bonus, anything that Norm gets, I get exactly the same. Now, the other incredible bonus at the moment, I'm going to change colors again, is for every $500 Norm spends, excuse me, he gets an extra 500 fans. Every dollar equals 1 fan. Because I introduced him and the matching bonus, guess what? I also get a 500 fans. So together, I just got 550 fans, and so did Norm. For those people in affiliate marketing, imagine how long it would take you to get 550 people on your level 1. How do we do it? A $500 spend. These are bonuses. We don't know how long they're going to go on. They've been running for some time. They're still going. I've never seen anything that comes close to those sort of numbers. So
I'd have to agree with you there, Dave. I've never seen that kind of bonuses or promotions. I guess it's not a bonus, a promotion like that ever.
No.
I mean, they're giving you like $5,000, $10,000 worth of promotional stuff in this promotion. It's amazing.
Exactly. Nothing comes close to it. So that's just a picture of the soccer superstar with all the cameras around him. That's how they did the AI to make his digital twin. The first superstar has 300 million followers, roughly. His digital twin will be working when he's not. There's going to be personalized messages to the game players. There's special challenges, and we think the fans are going to go absolutely crazy for this. Now, in the coming weeks, we don't know how many weeks, 1, 2, 3, who knows? But the owner did say that we thought we would be starting in June. The first bit is the press, followed by pre-sale, which is a 10-week process, and then prime. So there's your visual. Phase 1 is the press, expected to be this month. It's a global public relations campaign involving the football star, PR agencies, and media campaigns. It's designed to create awareness, visibility, and credibility. This is all from the owner. The 10-week phase is next. It's where fans purchase weekly digital collectibles linked to different stages of the star's career. Participants who complete all 10 weeks and will receive exclusive access to the first Star Millions. That means the $1 million game, and that's happening in week 11. During those 10 weeks, us creators are going to be earning. The players are going to come in. They're going to be put in our tree through those fan packs we were talking about. And as they spend, we get a percentage of what they spend. The average spending per fan is approximately $5 a week, is what they're saying. So yes, exciting times for
Dave,
creators.
How is that $5 a week determined?
I think that's just through the pre-sale. That's something I'd have to look closely into. I don't know how they got that, but that came from Andreas, the owner.
I believe where they said that came from was um, ByteDance and TikTok numbers, because those guys do nothing but crunch data and crunch numbers, and they were talking about what is expected. And if anybody knows those kinds of things, how much people spend on the internet and what have you, it's those kinds of companies. And so I actually think that's where that came from. I don't, it's
Well,
not just a random guess.
they'd have the data. Exactly. You're right.
Yeah,
Just
they
just
do.
to just to mention also ByteDance. ByteDance is the umbrella company for TikTok. TikTok sits under ByteDance, and ByteDance is the company we have the agreement with. So therefore, we have an agreement with TikTok. Um, so the last phase is the prime. That's the official main launch. So that's when the game gets going. The digital twin technology kicks in, and there's a new user interface, and our back office is going to look different. And that's when the um, rubber hits the road. I'm not going to go through everything in this document, otherwise we'll be here too long. I do want to mention the Guinness World Records agreement. There's a partnership with those people. Basically, we're going to have a digital tower. The tallest building in the world is about 1,000 meters. Our digital tower is going to be formed by tiny little golden soccer balls that are purchased by the fans. And we're expecting the tower to hit about 2,000 meters with a 500-meter spire. So it could be 2.5 kilometers tall as a digital tower with these golden soccer balls. So that's going to get a lot of promotion around the world as well through Guinness World Records. All right. So to share this with others, for some people will, there's no compulsion. You can come into this, buy the assets and stop. You do not have to get involved with sharing this and bringing other people in. If you do, a quick message is what I recommend, 3 or 4 sentences. The last sentence should be, are you happy to watch a short video? The video we're doing right now is what we're going to send people. And then the follow-up is you talk to them, say, what did you think? And then you get them talking to someone like me or Norm or someone that's experienced as a creator. You don't do the talking, you let us do the talking. All right. Anything else to add before I do a few other things, Norm?
Well, I'm going to name two things that really impressed me. One was that pilot game. You know, they ran that pilot game for over a year. They This is a data company. They crunched all those numbers. They know exactly what they spend, how long the eyeballs are on their phones. Um,
The
um,
advertising.
yeah, all that stuff it's amazing. And when I knew that they already had we had I call it Super One Lite, you know, a basic simple game. We're launching a whole new ecosystem, but that basic simple game did really, really well. And it gave them real numbers. They knew how much it monetized, everything. And that really they're not guessing going forward, which is what I really liked, because
Mm.
they had a year of numbers. The second thing that really stuck out to me was that ByteDance, the owner of um, TikTok, and the way I say it is TikTok is outside of China, and then the Douyin is the TikTok inside of China, and ByteDance owns it all, and they're a data collecting machine. But they've only had this really blew me away when I just found this out. They've only had 3 people they've directly locked arms with and got in contractual agreements with. And the first one was Louis Vuitton, and I can't remember what he said on the second one, but we're number 3. They've
Mm.
only done this 3 times. And when I thought of a company like TikTok, a global TikTok, locking arms, and they're actually integrating into this app, that blew me away. I'm thinking of who could you pick that'd be a better global partner than, TikTok? That's
Well, I
it's at
can't think.
least one of the best for sure.
Uh,
And having a test pilot that ran for over a year and knowing all the numbers and detail, launching something that's bigger and more extraordinary, and then partnering with TikTok was, enough for me.
mm.
They have tons of other things, but those two things really stuck out to me.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they were supposed to launch in February, and we're going, oh, you beauty, we're gonna start this game. And then in February they said, hang on a sec, we've just partnered with TikTok, and it's the best thing ever.
Unbelievable. Doesn't happen very often.
No, exactly. So,
3 times in its history.
Exactly. Absolutely insane. So let me just share a few other things. Thank you for that, Norm. So this is my back office. I'm going to hit on calculator. And for those people that already have a back office, this is what the calculator looks like. So the top bit is the Pro. That's a $500 spend. If I click that over to 1, that's simulating spending $500. The second last slider, the virality, means how quickly this thing's going to go viral, how quickly this thing's going to be shared. And the last one is annual spend per person per year. So the way I've got it set at the moment is extremely conservative. So even at a $500 level.
And remind them how many fans they're starting with at that Pro level 1.
That's with 50 fans, you're right. Yeah. And for those people with star packs that multipliers are already in, then you can multiply that up. So if we assume that the spend might be 200 and the company thinks it's closer to 300 or 400, maybe 500, $200 is only $4 a week. And we've already talked about $5 a week. So even 200 could be conservative. And if we think that TikTok is going to blow this thing to pieces and we put the virality up like that, and that's where we get that other number, 655,000 from. And if you take advantage of the opportunity at the moment where you get a bonus 500 fans, that would take this Pro level to actually 11 Pro packs. That's the equivalent. And for your $500 now, that's possible. And then Norm and I have checked this calculator. We've run the numbers and it's accurate. So there's no promises in life. If we bring this back a little bit further, say, oh, it's not going to quite go that good. TikTok's not that great. Yeah, the numbers are still absolutely insane. So there's nothing on the planet that has the potential to do this. If there is, show me, because I haven't seen it. There's another calculator there. Can you see the other one, the star calculator, Norm?
Yes.
Okay, so there's another one there, which is also, that's the star.super1. Star.super.1. You can muck around with that. You say, right, what if I had, what if I got going and had 50,000 fans? That'd take some doing, it'd take some time. But yeah, so the numbers are quite incredible. If you take it back a little bit, I don't know, what do we got here? 10,000. The numbers are just insane. Now, one more thing. I just want to show just a little promo. Can you see the black screen, Norm?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Can you hear it?
No.
Okay, here we go. What are we going to do? Where are we? Sound. Here we go.
A fan-powered.
Yes?
Yes.
You hear that, Norm? All right. Okay, we'll start again.
This isn't a trailer. This isn't a pitch. This is a celebration. A fan-powered football game played over 2 million times. 1 billion questions answered. 150,000 hours of gameplay. 5 hours daily. 5x stronger than Netflix. 30,000 organic referrals. 30 referrals monthly. 30x more than Dropbox. And this is just the pilot. This is Super One. A digital football arena where fans play, compete, build, and fight. Hourly, daily, weekly. For glory. For the leaderboards. Featuring top global fandoms. With a new game every minute. And 50,000 free cash prizes every week.
$10,000 on Super One!
Every tap. Every swipe. Every batting pass. Every tournament. Building a new digital economy for football, for clubs, for stars, for brands, fueled by billions. Billions of breaths held, billions of tears shed. Now, We're scaling to 1 billion fans by 2030, not as followers, but as founders of a new era. Let's change the game together.
Okay, so that's just a promo. Now, just to let you know, that's maybe 6 months old. Those numbers are old. So there'll be updated numbers on that. I just want to share something else, because what we haven't mentioned is after they've done with soccer, they chose soccer first because there's 5 billion fans in the world. There's an obvious place to start. They've always talked about NBA, NFL, entertainment, music, Formula One, cricket, you name it. And the AI that they've got at the moment, they knock these games up quicker than they used to. That's for sure. So if I go to store and cards, which is something we're all entitled to, these are the cards that are in the back office already. So I don't know, Norm, if you know any of those names, but these are some NFL players, there's basketball players, and these are the ones you can collect with your vouchers. So when you buy your first creator pack, you're entitled to choose some of these. I've mainly focused on soccer, but that's your choice. There's basketball players in here. There's entertainment. You can get a Lady Gaga card. You can get whatever. And they're basically going to give us some income in the future. So I hope that's helped with your understanding of how big and how great this thing is. There's nothing like it. I compare it to a Bitcoin moment. You know, like everyone wished they got in Bitcoin at 10 cents or $10 or whatever. We can't turn back the clock, but I think this is pretty much my Bitcoin moment. You know, I've been watching this for 4 years. Norm's been in it for a couple of months, 3, 4, 5 months, but he's caught on very quickly and he's taught himself very nicely. So it's getting really exciting. We're getting very close, and this thing is bigger than we ever expected to be. When I got involved 4 years ago, there was no game. There was nothing in the App Store. They hadn't even made any agreements with Apple or Google. It was just a concept. And I just got straight on board when they said soccer, and I went, yep, I'm on board. So yeah, really exciting times. Now, Norm, have we missed anything?
Go ahead.
Have we missed anything that we need to add before we stop this video?
No, well, you've covered a lot of material, and that's going to be there's going to be a lot of going over people's heads. But if we caught their attention at all, I recommend that they go talk to the people who got them involved and really dig in. There's other videos, there's other teasers, there's a lot here, and I wouldn't expect anybody to get it all at once, but once you really get in there and start peeling back the onion like I did, I couldn't believe what they were doing here, and I'm really excited for the launch and to see what happens.
Yes, we're all excited. All right. Well, thank you, Norm. Thank you for coming on. We might just stop the recording there.